Hey, hey, hey! Welcome back to ELS, English Listening and Shadowing.
Yep, the place where English learning feels fun, natural, and totally stress-free.
We're super happy you're here.
And before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment.
Ready to practice your English with us?
All right then, let's get started.
Hello, welcome back to English Listening and Shadowing, the best place for every English learner to improve. I am Ray.
Hi guys, I'm Jess. Welcome back.
Jess, today is special. We are not talking about grammar rules. We are not talking about long vocabulary lists. We are talking about the brain.
The brain? Ray, are we in a science class? I thought this was an English-speaking podcast.
It is an English-speaking podcast, but listen, Jess. English fluency doesn't start in your mouth. It starts in your mind.
I think I know what you mean. You mean when we freeze, like when I want to speak but I stop?
Exactly. Many students know a lot of words. They can read perfectly, but when they try speaking, silence. They hesitate. They feel stuck.
Ugh, I hate that feeling. You want to say something, but your brain is buffering like a slow internet connection. It is very frustrating for an English beginner.
Correct. And the reason is translation. If you think in your first language, then translate to English, you will be slow. Your brain is working too hard.
So translating is bad?
Translating is okay for writing, but for English speaking, it stops the flow. You cannot reach English fluency if you always translate inside your head.
So how do we fix it? How do we stop translating?
We have 3 techniques today. These are simple ways to make your brain think in English. This is the best English practice you can do.
Okay, I am ready. Hit me with technique number 1.
Technique number 1 is inner speech. Jess, when you are alone, do you talk to yourself in your head?
All the time. Usually I think things like, why is the morning so bright? Or I really need a donut right now.
Okay, that is inner speech, but usually people do that in their first language. The trick is force that voice to speak English.
So instead of thinking in my language, I should think, I am tired in English?
Yes, start small. This is perfect for an English beginner. You don't need difficult words.
Can you give me a morning routine example?
Sure. When you wake up, look at the clock. Don't think in your language. Think, oh no, it's 7 a.m.
Or when I go to the kitchen, I can think, I am hungry. I want breakfast.
Exactly. Or when you make coffee, think, I am pouring the water. The water is hot. I need sugar.
I see. So I'm connecting the object, like the coffee, directly to the English word.
Perfect. Simple sentences. It trains your brain to connect reality directly to English. No translation needed. This builds your English fluency step by step.
Ray, can I use this for my feelings too?
Yes, that is a great idea. Tell our listeners how to do that.
Well, if I'm happy, I just say in my head, I feel happy today. Or if I'm bored, I think, this is boring.
Simple and effective. Even if you are an English beginner, you know these words. Use them in your head.
Okay, I like inner speech. It's private. Nobody hears me make mistakes. What is technique number 2?
Technique number 2 is narration.
Narration? Like in a movie? Like a documentary?
Yes, be the narrator of your own life. Describe what you are doing, seeing, or feeling. It is active English practice.
Oh, I like this. It's like storytelling. So if I'm walking to work, I describe the street?
Exactly. Tell us what you see.
I am walking to the bus stop. It is a sunny day. I see a red car. I see a cute cat.
Perfect. You are turning your life into an English story.
Okay, Ray, let's try a different location. Imagine you're in the supermarket. Narrate it for us.
Okay, challenge accepted. Okay, I am pushing the cart. The cart is heavy. I see many apples. I like red apples. I am buying milk and bread.
That was good. It sounds very simple, but you're thinking in English continuously.
Yes, and you don't need a teacher for this. Your life is the textbook, even if you are just cleaning your room.
I am cleaning my room. It is very messy. I have too many clothes. Hey, this is actually fun.
It is fun, and it stops your brain from translating. It helps every English learner become faster.
It is. Now, the last technique. This is my favorite because I get nervous easily.
Yes, technique number 3 is called mental rehearsal.
Rehearsal. That means practicing, right? Like musicians do before a concert?
Yes, and athletes. Imagine you have to order food in a restaurant and you are nervous.
Oh, I get nervous. I'm always afraid I will say the wrong thing. English speaking with strangers is scary.
So play the scene in your mind before it happens. Close your eyes, imagine the waiter. Imagine what you will say.
Okay, I imagine walking in. I say, "Can I have a slice of pepperoni pizza and a large coffee?"
And imagine what they answer.
They say, "Sure, anything else?" And I say, "No, thank you."
Boom, when you finally do it in real life, your brain feels safe because you already did it in your imagination.
That's actually a really good psychological trick, Ray. It builds confidence for English fluency.
You can do this for introducing yourself too.
Oh, like meeting a new friend?
Yes, imagine someone asks, "Tell me about yourself." Practice the answer in the shower. My name is Ray. I am a teacher. I love football.
Doing this helps you be ready. You don't have to search for words. But Ray, can I be honest?
Of course.
Sometimes doing this feels a little crazy. Talking to myself, describing apples in the supermarket, people will look at me.
That is a normal feeling for every English learner. It feels strange at first, but remember, inner speech and mental rehearsal are silent. Nobody hears you.
That's true. It's all in my head.
And for narration, you can whisper or just do it at home. The important thing is English practice. Consistent practice makes you fluent. All right, now that we know the theory, let's put it into practice. We will do a shadowing session.
Listen to us and repeat during the silence. Copy our intonation. We have 3 parts today. Let's train that inner voice.
Part 1, Inner Speech, Morning Routine. I am waking up and I feel very fresh today.
I need to make coffee because I am sleepy.
I have a lot of work to do this morning.
I am brushing my teeth and washing my face.
Good. Part 2, Narration, Describing Things. I am walking to the station to catch the bus.
The sky is blue and the weather is nice.
I see a big dog running in the park.
This supermarket is very busy today.
Excellent. Part 3, Mental Rehearsal, Confidence. I feel a little nervous, but I can do this.
Excuse me, I would like to order lunch, please.
Hello, my name is Ray. Nice to meet you.
My English is getting better every day.
Fantastic job, everyone. That was a long session, but very useful.
Yes, remember, don't just study English, live in English. Use these tools. If you are an English beginner, this is the secret to success.
Agreed. Narrate your day. Talk to yourself. Practice in your mind. So, Jess, what is your inner speech saying right now?
It is saying, this podcast is finished. Now I can finally eat my breakfast.
Priorities. Okay, guys, thanks for listening to ELS. Keep up your English practice.
You will reach English fluency soon. See you in the next episode.
Bye!
Bye.